Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Gore here, and I tell you what, guys, I'm going to give you a fair warning right now. I've got a serious storm or a weather system blowing through with all kinds of wind. So hopefully that'll keep my internet rocking. We won't have any problems. Scott Hooten, what's happening? And we'll just keep going and keep rolling. So going to be a fun show tonight. What's going on, Ron Pastor? Guys, do me a favor, those of you clicking in, jumping on. Jump in the comment section. Tell me what's up. Let me know whether you're watching YouTube, Facebook. Hit your friends up. Let them know we're live. We got some good stuff going on. And I tell you what, we're going to do a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We're going to hook it up. We're going to do a giveaway. I want to give away your choice of the Mad Bite frog kits, right? Okay, guys, this is going to be money coming into this spawn. At the end of the spawn, post spawn. Going into the summer, we know Top Water Bite's going to come on, and the frog kit is going to be money. So I'm going to give away 2 of these frog kits, okay? And you'll have your choice. So we're going to have a YouTube winner, and we're going to have a Facebook winner. So guys, do me a favor, start tagging some friends, start sharing. Let's get the numbers up so I can hook up some people with some more awesome baits from KastKing and Mad Bite. Check this out, guys. You've got the 5-pack. And it's going to be a 5-pack that I'm going to give away. Either the crazy leg frogs, like you can see here, or the propeller leg with the stinger, or your traditional kit right here with the trimmable skirts for legs, guys. So definitely check it out. Make sure you guys are sharing, tagging, and commenting in the comment section, and we will get you guys hooked up. What's going on, Uncle Yukon? How you guys doing? We got Mohammed in the house. Robert Green, what's up, dude? Milton Thompson, of course. He made it. Chad Horton, glad to see you. Jose Cinco, Joel Pascal, guys. I tell you what, man. Joel Pascal's been out there rocking, grinding, doing his things. Had some bad luck thrown his way lately, but you know what, Joel? I know everybody at the KastKing family, myself as well. Got love for you, bro. Keep your head up. I don't want to get into details, but I tell you what, Joel's got some struggles going on, man. And but he keeps rolling, he keeps grinding. Inspiration for us all for sure. Clay Roberts, what's happening? Tell Sandy hello for us. Glad to have you in the house, Clay. We got Adam Robinson in here and Mud Mutt. AJ, looking forward to these baits. Well, Mud Mutt, you just might win. So, guys, if you guys want to take advantage and win in this, how it's going to happen is just like Mud Mutt did right there. He commented, or she commented. I don't know what Mud Mutt is. It could be a mutt for all I know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But, guys, that's what's going to happen. You got to like this. You got to share it. And of course, you got to be subscribed, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or following. And then make sure you're commenting in the comment section. And that's how you're going to get hooked up to win some of those Mad Bite baits, guys. Plus, KastKing's doing all kinds of giveaways all the time, hooking the people up. There's some giveaways and some winners happening that you guys don't even know about. And we're going to go over that towards the end of the show. But this week's show, I mean, unless you guys are living under a rock and you just don't know and you're in the fishing world, I mean, of course you got to know. If you're watching this show and you love fishing, it is the spawn. Spring is in full swing all across the country in most areas, unless, you're in one of those crazy weather system areas that's still getting some rain and snow right now. That is unfortunate, but the spawn is popping off in the majority of the United States. And if it's not already happening, it's going to pop off and turn on fast. And when that happens, you need to be ready. Well, KastKing has got you covered in a reel family that you may just not realize they've got you covered pretty awesomely for a lot of different techniques. Now, granted, let's go ahead and screen share, and we're going to jump over here and talk about some of these great reels that we're talking about. But look at this. Check it out. Boom. You can see right there. Now, we all know that recently the Mega Jaws bait casting family has expanded from the Mega Jaws to the upgraded Mega Jaws with that self-adjusting centrifugal brake to the Mega Jaws Elite. And we are literally weeks away from the release of that beautiful black and purple Mega Jaws spinning. So the Mega Jaws is definitely going to get you guys dialed in, especially in the bait casting world for that kind of spring and summer fishing. But there's another series of reels just below, like if you jump on Amazon and look, that's the KastKing Zephyr family. We're going to jump in there and talk about it. So if you guys are into any kind of spawn fishing, let me know in the comment section, guys, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, whatever you're doing, tag your friends, like I said. But let me know what your go-to techniques are on the on spawn fishing, whether you guys use a lot of spinning reels, whether you guys use bait casters, whether you guys are going to bait finesse or spin finesse, which we'll talk about with the Zephyr family, or if you're just going to be going out there and swinging for the fences looking for them giant hogs. There's a lot of different things that happen when the spawn is going on: pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn, and those fish can do some strange, funny things, and that's where the Zephyr family can definitely help you in a lot of ways. We're going to talk about that. All right, so Scott Hooten right here, boom. Scott Hooten says, love my KastKing Zephyr SFS reel is my go-to for Ned rig. And there's a reason why he throws that reel with the Ned rig, and we'll get into that. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Still fighting some of them ickies. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Anyhow, so we're jumping into it. The first reel I want to talk about is this cat right here. I got it on my cool little reel display. I'm going to go ahead and drop this guy off right here. This is the KastKing Carbon Zephyr spinning system. And as you guys can see, I just took this reel off of a rod, one of my Speed Demon Pro rods, and I've been starting to try to fish and get some content with that new Mega Jaws Elite spinning reel coming out. I got to be truthful. I cried a little bit when I took this reel off. I was sad. I did not want to take this reel off of that Speed Demon Pro rod. I wanted to use that rod, that action rod with that new Mega Jaws reel while I get some of the content for it. But I love this reel. This thing, guys, if you're looking for a killer reel right now that's just going to go to work and get some work done, this is a great reel to go with. Plus, if you're looking for a little bit higher quality reel in that $75 to $90 price range, this is your go-to. This is your guy. Look at that beautiful CNC machining. Excuse my fingers, guys. I've been working at work like crazy. Fingernails a little dirty. Sorry. Life of a mechanic right now. Anyways, so check out, look at how much material. That's the one thing about the Zephyr family, is this family of reels is designed for weight reduction, being very lightweight, very buttery smooth, beautiful setups, right? Okay. Now, look at all the machining that has been done on this reel to remove a lot of that realistically unneeded area. Okay, unneeded space. That reduces weight. Now, you can't tell on this reel, but this is an aero-grade aluminum CNC machine spool, and it is also braid ready. Okay, it does have the cross-hatching. You can see right here in our image, you can see that braid ready spool. Okay, so I'm running some fluorocarbon on here. I like to run straight fluoro. Call me crazy, but the world loves to run braid, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of great options to choose from, whether it's the 13X, the 8X, some of your new Super Power Braid Slick, you know what I mean? They're just ultra smooth, great options, and it is braid ready, but I'm running straight fluoro right here on this bad dog. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that why you would want to use this reel, why this reel is important in the spawn, okay? Let's say you're coming into pre-spawn activity, and you're looking for a great 2,000 to 3,000 series reel. This is a 3,000 or a size 30 on this reel here. So you're looking for an ultra smooth, just buttery smooth, high-end reel for that world of just straight going out there, slinging jigs, throwing Senkos, drop shotting maybe, or just straight just doing work, and you don't want to do it with a bait caster. Maybe you're not great with a bait caster, or maybe you like to throw a spinning reel and you want a great all-around reel at more of a higher end system. This is a great option. So what you have is a full-size carbon spinning reel, okay? This is a carbon-infused nylon frame as well as rotor. CNC machined aluminum spool that, like I said, is braid ready, and it is absolutely gorgeous, okay? So your frame and your rotor are both a carbon-infused nylon. So that right there is going to give you excellent strength with that infused nylon, and that carbon is going to reduce weight, but yet give it a lot of rigidity to it. So you're going to have great action, great power. This thing's going to be buttery smooth. It is a 10+1 stainless steel shielded ball bearing, okay? So this thing's going to be great for saltwater as well as freshwater. And that 10+1 stainless steel shielded ball bearing is awesome. Now, another cool thing is there is let me pull up the image here. Find our image. My mouse moving. So where did it go? Right there. Okay, so this is the image that I want to show you guys here. This here, let me move it over so you guys can see a little better. This is a double supported down inside the guts of your reel, a double sliding stabilizing rod. So you have your main gear, right? You have the main shaft that it actually rides on. Well, then there's two rods with a sliding system that runs on that gear system that is going to double support. As you can see, it is a floating, moving, sliding system to support that main shaft. That is awesome. That's going to be a very rigid, very smooth operating reel. So it's known as our DSSR, double sliding stabilizing rod technology. What do we got here? I know what you mean, Uncle Scott. I'll look to the comments in a minute. I'm chasing a squirrel, guys. So this is a killer setup right here. I mean, it's ultra smooth, ultra buttery, just absolutely beautiful. This reel is going to last a long time, especially with that double supported sliding rod there. And then, of course, that's a great feature to show. I did talk about the carbon infused nylon frame, as well as this rotor is a carbon nylon, but it's also an aerodynamic asymmetrical rotor. That's going to give you lower resistance and better performance, smoother operation. And you combo that with that double supported sliding support system for the main shaft. This is a super smooth reel. Like I said, I was sad to pull that sucker off of that jig worm rod that I was using, that I'm going to be using for the Mega Jaws Elite. Now, 22 pounds of carbon fiber drag. That's going to be a really well-rounded drag system in a spinning reel. So this is more of your bigger, better, robust spinning reel at a higher end price with all the qualities that you look for when you're looking for a great reel. Coming in at $83, guys. So anywhere between $80 to $85, whether you're going to be rocking it in a 1,000 to a 4,000 series reel. So you can use this sucker for like crappie, panfish. You've got that 1,000 series, and that starts at $80 all the way up to a 4,000 series reel. You're getting a quality product in that higher price range with all those higher components. Like I said, that aero grade aluminum CNC machine spool, carbon infused nylon frame and rotor, the double supported pinion gear system on there. It's awesome. Gotta love it. Now, let's say you don't want to work in the $80 price range, okay? Maybe you're looking for a reel that is more affordable. Well, you like the options and the designs and a lot of the properties and the looks of the Zephyr series, right? So your next step that you're going to be looking at is what we call, the first one was the Zephyr Carbon series, the silver one, okay? Now, if you're looking at the black series of reels, you guys are going to want to look at, and you want to save a little bit of money with still very, very great performance. This here is going to be a graphite frame and rotor, still rocking that asymmetrical rotor. It is going to be rocking a stainless steel main shaft and brass gears, okay? Brass pinion gear. It is a killer setup. It's also available in a 1,000 all the way up to a 5,000 series, but recently they added a 500 series. So if you're doing that very small, ultra small finesse system, crappie, trout, or the ice fishing, the ultralight ice fishing, you have that option in your Zephyr series, okay? That's a killer setup. Available in a 500 all the way to 4,000 series. It is 5.6 ounces, okay? Very, very lightweight in the 500 series, okay? Super small. Like I said, graphite frame, graphite rotor. You got that asymmetrical rotor right there. It's going to help with balance as well as smoothness. It is a 7+1 stainless steel shielded ball bearing. So not only could you take the carbon series in the saltwater world, right? This is an $85 range reel. Now you can take your $45 range reel in whether, like I said, 500 all the way up to a 4,000 series in freshwater or saltwater. It is also offering 22 pounds of carbon fiber drag. It does have the CNC machine braid ready spool there. I don't know if you guys can see. Yep, there's a cross hatching right there. Both offered in a 5:2-to-1 gear ratio, okay? So it is a stainless steel main shaft and, like I said, brass pinion gears. Coming in at $39 for the 500 series, all the way up to $45, okay? This is a killer setup. It's got an on-sale price going on right now. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me come over right here and kind of highlight that. 10% off already. So this is a great option. So if you guys don't want to go into that like $80 to $90 price range in the carbon series, but you still like the Zephyr series and you want, say, 500, or you want that bigger, robust, 3,000 series, 4,000 series, you can still get it in a super capable, super affordable reel that's just going to get the job done for you. All right, now let's jump to the comments and see what everybody's got. Jerkbait is such a fun, active way to catch fish. It absolutely is. Gary in the house, no excuses. What's going on with Jose Senko saying no excuses? Average Joe Fishing Club watching on my new smart TV. Never seen this big. Used to watch on my phone. Average Joe, thank you for watching on the big screen. We appreciate it. All right, so let's take a look. What are some of everybody's spawn stuff that we see here? So Joel says he's going to be jerk baiting for the spawn. Uncle Yukon says for the spawn, worms, crankbaits, jigs, underspin, topwater on spinning rods. Okay, so that, I tell you what, these Zephyr reels are going to be phenomenal, especially in the carbon and the normal Zephyr or the black one that I've got up on screen right here. Worms and jigs, underspins, topwater, they're all going to work phenomenal with those setups right here. I'm going to get into the actual SFS reel, this one here in just a minute. This is a true bait finesse system, but it's what we call our spin finesse system. We'll get into that in a minute. So for those kind of techniques, Uncle Yukon, I would definitely suggest the black series or the normal KastKing Zephyr spinning, as we call it, or you could just call it the black one. Or you've got the carbon series, this one right here, if you're looking to be in that little bit higher quality realm, don't mind paying a higher price, that is definitely a go-to. Both of these reels are super functional. I love and adore the looks of this reel right here. It is beautiful. And of course, with the technology that it's just smooth operator. It is smooth operator. Ooh, right here we got Corto. I'm waiting on my Iditarod sunglasses. Yeah. Good, dude. You're going to love them. They're awesome. Great stuff. All right. Moving along. What do we got here? Moving along. What else we got? We got a whole lot of people on YouTube. Striper season starts Friday. Going to put my KastKing gear to the test. Awesome. Awesome. No, Thompson's also got some jerk baits coming. Okay. Let's jump back into it, guys. Rounding it up in the Zephyr family. And that's what this show is mainly about, is reminding you guys the Zephyr family can help you in a lot of ways. So, okay. So we just talked about these two reels right here. The KastKing Zephyr spinning and the KastKing Carbon Zephyr, right? Okay, the Carbon series. These reels right here are going to shine in pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn. And where I think those two reels are going to shine for you guys in all three of those categories is pre-spawn. Those fish are going to be gorging. They're going to be trying to eat and load up. And there's going to be some big fish moving around, and of course, a lot of buck bass. So you can throw a lot of different baits, and they're going to be outfitted for a whole wide variety of baits, like we saw the other gentleman wanted to use for worm, crankbaits, jigs, drop shot. Those are great options. Now, post spawn, they're going to start coming out. They might start hitting top water, things like that. These are great options for, like, say, if you're going to be running a whopper plopper and things like that, a bait that you don't have to burn so fast. These are great options to run on a spinning reel. I also like to run a spinning reel when I'm throwing whopper ploppers and things like that for better accuracy, especially in the wind, throwing around cover for fish that have come off beds, but they're still hugging to cover. Throwing a bait caster, especially in wind, can cause issues and cause frustrations. You can really dial and rocket ship a lot of your different lures into heavy cover areas a little more accurately, a lot easier with a spinning reel. So that's a great option to have for you. Now, let's say into the spawn, we're going to talk about this guy right here. Post spawn or spawn, some of these bass won't bite. They won't do anything, and you really need to finesse them. Now, you can still use those other reels for those finesse systems and those situations like that, whether you're doing it off site fishing, things like that. But let's say they won't bite anything and you're having a hard time. Maybe they will bite some of those smaller platforms, okay? Whether this is spawn or post-spawn, especially post-spawn on different kind of finessing. That's where this guy can definitely help for you. This is the leader in the KastKing world when it comes to spin finesse systems right here. Now you can spin finesse with the 500 series, some of the ice rods, some of the smaller ones, but this one right here, this is the bee's knees. Braid ready spool, once again, that is going to complement 13X and 8X like you would not believe. Now this reel, unlike its other reels that I've shown, is designed for very small line, very thin line, okay? Where you can put full-size spools of 15-pound fluoro on here or bigger and put quite a bit on here. These spools are designed for 2-pound, 4-pound, 6, 8, 10-pound test is where it's going to shine, and throwing those ultra smooth, ultra small, finicky profile baits, okay? Very small stuff, all right? So what you have is a full carbon construction on your frame as well as on that asymmetrical rotor, okay? So full carbon fiber and carbon rotor. This guy's coming in at another ultra smooth 5.6 ounces in this setup, right? You have that super, super machined, low profile aero grade aluminum, CNC machine spool, and this guy's rocking 10 pounds of buttery smooth carbon drag. So this reel is not designed to go out there and powerhouse fish. This is when powerhouse fishing is not working, when nothing else is working, and you need to really, really, really slow down your presentation, minimize your profile, and really try to get those fish to bite with ultra small stuff. This is your setup right here. 5:2-to-1 gear ratio, aluminum handle, EVA comfort grips, which the aluminum handle and EVA comfort grips range true on all of these spinning reels, okay? Full carbon rotor, full carbon frame, and then, of course, super, super, super hard 70-75 T6 aluminum gears and main shaft. So that's going to keep that weight down, but still give you super strong gearing to get in pretty good sized fish. And 10 pounds of drag, as long as you use it right, you can bring in some monster fish with it. But this is going to get you to be able to present very, very small micro style baits on very small line. And I would definitely recommend comboing these two together, 13X and the actual SFS and BFS Zephyr systems work hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. So only available in a 1000 series, 7+1 stainless steel shielded ball bearing. So you could use this in a saltwater condition, 10+ pounds of carbon drag, and then, of course, that 70-75 T6 aluminum construction and a full carbon frame and rotor, guys. This is that buttery smooth finesse system. Now, let's talk about you guys here. Who here in watching the show, guys, by the way, we're doing that giveaway still. We're going to be hooking the people up with the giveaway. So if you guys want to get your hands on some frogs, courtesy of Mad Bite and KastKing, I'm going to give away 2 sets of 5-packs frogs to our lucky winners on this broadcast, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. One of lucky viewer from both YouTube and Facebook is getting hooked up. So tag some friends, share this broadcast. If you guys are watching in a rebroadcast, you're not watching it live as it happens, you can still win, okay? So go ahead and share it. We'll get you hooked up. But this right here, let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys have ever gotten your hands on or tried out this baby right here. This is what blew the world up. It seems like when KastKing jumped on the call and the need for an affordable yet still high quality bait finesse system, and not a whole lot of companies were doing it all, but the ones that were doing these $200-300 reels and were just out of reach for a lot of people. Well, that's when KastKing took affordable innovation to the next level and introduced their BFS, or bait casting finesse system, bait finesse system, BFS, right here. Also, like we saw in the SFS, is a full carbon fiber frame, carbon fiber side plates, beautiful magnetic, powerful magnetic braking system, 10 pounds of triple disc carbon fiber drag, just like we love to see. And this is a very capable reel in that bait finesse system. Now look at how shallow that spool is. Like we talked about with the spin finesse system. Let me wet my whistle, guys. Sorry. Tori says, frogs for the win. What's up? Now I'm late. don't worry, Scott. You're not late. We're talking about the Zephyr system. We're doing giveaway on frogs. And then I'm also going to talk about some other people who are getting hooked up and winning and how you guys can too. So a lot of winning happening. Okay, Average Joe says the Zephyr BFS reel is on my list. Definitely one to jump on. And luckily, they are in stock. These guys usually come flying off the shelf. This BFS reel is exactly what you're looking for, and it's available in 2 options. We'll get into that in a minute, okay? Robert Green, that will be on my next order. Guys, this new spin finesse system and bait finesse system is blowing up all over the country, and this reel right here is definitely a help for that. Okay, so let's talk about it. Like I said, 5.6 ounces in this whole reel right here. That's the whole package. Very shallow CNC, ultra fine micro machining spool right here, okay? Very shallow. Like I said, 2-pound mono, fluoro, all the way up to how big? I've put 30-pound braid on here and went flipping with this thing, and it handled it pretty good. It's not what it's designed for. It's designed for very small finessing systems, but I did it just to say, hey, this thing can handle it. How long can it handle it? I mean, if you went out there and you got into 50 10-pounders in a row, I don't know how well this thing's going to like that. But, and you just brute forced it in like I was on 30-pound braid, it's not designed for that. Now, you scale it down. Put that like 8-pound 13X braid or 8X braid on there and maybe a fluorocarbon leader. Use your drag and let it do its work and catch 8s and 10s, but let it actually do its work. I mean, this isn't the deadbolt that's coming out. This is a finesse. So once you hook into that big, powerful bass that wouldn't bite, but you got him to bite with this, let your drag do the work. Let it run and take your time and bring it in. That's what the finesse system's about. So this reel's designed not to be the deadbolt. It's designed for when nothing else will bite. This will help you use those micro small baits. So those beautiful action techniques on that water profile presentation that has to be perfect to get that fish to go, oh, I can't take it. And then you got him. And then you finesse him back to the boat. 5.6 ounces, carbon fiber frame, carbon fiber side plates, triple disc carbon fiber drag, 10 pounds of beautiful carbon fiber drag, shallow spool for those lines. You've got the carbon handle or the aluminum handle with the EVA grips. It is a carbon construction. Plus, like I didn't mention, and I'm going to mention now, you have an audible, I don't know if you can hear it, drag click, okay, as well as tension knob. That was the tension knob. But now in that drag, you have an audible drag clicker. So you can actually lighten your drag and let that bass or whatever fish you're finessing take that line, and you'll actually hear that audible run. Now, if the audible drag is not something you want, you can also get the Zephyr without that. It's available in both right hand, left hand, audible drag or non-audible drag. And as you can see right here, you have the $69 price range or $75 price range. Both are going to be Zephyrs. The only difference between the two that you can choose, right hand, left hand, or if you want that audible drag, guys. $69. That's where finicky fighting of bass is going to come in for post and during spawn, guys. Those are what you're going to want to rock out. Check out the Zephyr series from KastKing. You're going to love it. All right, what do we got? At AJ Gore, what rod would I pair it with like a 16-ounce Ned rig and a Zephyr bait finesse? So we may be having, I don't know when, there is talk of a BFS rod coming to market for the American market in the KastKing world. Now, let's say you are rocking the, okay, so you're going to do a BFS. Now, you can do like, say, the Perigee has a very light, I would do very light actions, medium light actions, whether you do it in the Speed Demon Pro or the Perigee 2 or the Royal Select rods. Go with a medium light action reel, or I mean rod, in that finessing system, and you should be just fine. That's what I would recommend. And of course, a shorter rod. I mean, you're not looking to put it on an 8-foot rod. Probably like right at a 6 to a 6.6 in a medium to light action is what I'd recommend. So they do make a Zephyr rod to pair with, but it's not available in the American market yet. You can get those on AliExpress and such, but we may be having a Zephyr version for the American market, which would, I'd imagine, is going to be different than what you'll find on AliExpress coming soon. There is talk of it, okay? There is talk. Little cat out of the bag there. So now, guys, check this out. Moving on, I want to show you guys something right here. It is the KastKing Wall of Fame. I talked to you guys about it last week, And already we are posting pictures of winners of those people who took advantage of it. Guys, if you guys are going out this weekend, next weekend, take your camera with you, take your scale, and take a ruler, tape measure, whatever it is, whether you're in a kayak, on the bank, or in your boat, measure your fish and take advantage. Let's jump over to the ranking board and see how that works. If you look, you see you have largemouth bass, you have smallmouth bass, trout, walleye, crappie, catfish, salmon, and steelhead. So these are all things you guys can do. You go in and you create a profile right here. As you can see, create your profile, and you can start posting pictures in the Wall of Fame. So let's go to the month of April. We'll come over here and look at largemouth bass. Click on that. Over here, going to the month. And boom, as you can see in largemouth bass, we've had a couple people start to post, right? Same thing with trout. Now, as far as smallmouth, nobody's caught any smallmouth, walleye, crappie, catfish, salmon, or steelhead. So what I'm trying to hint to you guys is jump on the bandwagon and get to posting. We're giving away, there are winners and gifts and freebies hooked up to people who get selected through the Wall of Fame. And we're starting to build this Wall of Fame, and it's brand new. This is your chance to get in early, possibly win some of those good prizes. So now, right now, I'm going to be doing giveaways for this live show with the Mad Bite Frog Kits. I'm going to be hooking people up with those. If you want to take advantage of other giveaways, jump on this one. And how it's going to work is you need to weigh your fish, you need to measure your fish, and take a photo of the fish and what KastKing gear you were using. So let's take a look of our example on just what I'm talking about. We'll go into here. We're going to jump in here and see, boom, Arthur here caught a 22-inch trout. Look at that thing. That's actually a big trout. It's like a 4-pound trout right there. That thing's huge right there. So Arthur got hooked up, going to get some goodies from it, and got shown and profiled on the KastKing websites as well as our social media platforms for his Wall of Fame trout. Now, as we can also see, Scott Hooten with his 16-inch largemouth bass, as you can see right there, boom, he's using, here, I'll come over. I'm actually pointing at it. I'm sorry, guys. He's using the, you can see, it looks like a Spartacus reel to me. It's hard to see, but definitely got it on a Royale Select rod. Got it on some kind of a jig there, guys. You're going to have all that written down in your profile, but you want to have that in your picture of your length of your fish, as well as the rod and reel setup or KastKing gear that you use. As you can see right there, that's going to be what looks like could be a Brutus rod and the Valiant Eagle reel. And then right here on this largemouth, we have a Brutus rod up top. And looks like a Lancelot reel barely in the corner there. Guys, those are some easy photos on your Wall of Fame, okay? So whether you guys are going out there, nobody's posted smallmouth, nobody's posted walleye, crappie, catfish, steelhead, salmon. Get out there and fish. Take advantage of the Wall of Fame. Or if you catch your personal best, even on the largemouth, you may be selected to win some of those goodies and be profiled and start building up and winning and getting hooked up, guys. So that's one thing I really wanted to ring home to you guys and let you guys know that Wall of Fame is happening. We get out there, maybe pick up some of the Zephyr lineup of reels that can definitely help you moving into the summer months, and for sure throughout this pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn activities, whether you're using a robust carbon series or the Black Series Zephyr, or you want to get into the SFS or BFS micro style fishing for those really finicky fish that don't want to bite. And guys, trout, crappie, things like that are going to love fishing with those BFS systems. So guys, jump all over it. Take advantage of the Wall of Fame, guys. It is definitely something to jump on and get hooked up with. And then, of course, check out the Zephyr Family of Reels. Guys, I'll see you guys next week when I go live. I'm going to have some winners. I'm going to have some winners picked out for you guys, and it's going to be maybe you, or maybe you, or maybe you watching, whether it's live or in the rebroadcast. You have a chance to win one winner from YouTube and one winner from the Facebook audience. Let's see what's going on in the comments before I say goodbye. Measure with my KastKing scale. It's the Mega Jaws upgraded reel. Ooh, and the Mad Bite swim jig, which I happen to have. That Mad Bite swim jig kit right here. Guys, those Mad Bite jigs are where it's at. It's awesome. Let's see what else we got. Catfish or carp included in the Wall of Fame? Catfish are for sure. Yes, definitely, guys. Definitely want to check that out. Maybe Friday, 55 degrees and mostly sunny. Uncle Yukon, things could be turning around for you guys. My name is AJ Gore, guys. Definitely, like I said, follow us on Instagram at KastKing USA or KastKing Community. 2 ways to follow on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok, KastKing USA. Right here on Facebook or YouTube, it's just under KastKing. Make sure you give us a follow or a subscribe. Smash that notification button so when we go live, you guys get notified to get hooked up. And guys, Nikki's going live again this week. You never know. She could be catching big old fat bass like she's been known to do on her shows while she's out there in the real world fishing live, not in the studio like I'm stuck right now. Guys, get out there. Get out there fishing, whether you use the SFS systems, the Zephyrs, you go put those new Mega Jaws to work. You go out there and fish with your Royal Selects, whatever it is, KastKing's got you covered. Go out there and fish. Get you some 13X, 8X, covert, some of that super power braid, and just have a great time because KastKing likes to keep fishing affordable while keeping it fun in their affordable innovation. Guys, my name is AJ Gore. I'll see you guys next Tuesday when hopefully I announce your name for that winner chicken dinner. I'm out of here. Have a great night, guys.